Do you want to know what you missed about that play with the phantom blocking and back call? Well, stay tuned through the whole video and you'll find out. So yes, the officiating in this game, the Mississippi State versus Alabama game, was horrendous. Two of the most egregious issues was the lack of review on the Damian Harris fumble and the phantom block in the back call. Now, that type of stuff has to be corrected for sure. With that said, there is a ridiculous claim that Alabama is getting help from the referees, or that they need the referees to win games. That's just no. That's just ridiculous. First of all, I love to point this out because people seem to just not know this. Alabama is 88th in the nation with penalties called on opponents. That's out of 130 teams. Alabama is 88th, meaning that Alabama's opponents rarely get penalties called on them in general. And if you want to take it back to last year in 2017, Alabama was dead last, 130th out of 130 teams penalties called on opponents. Alabama's opponents were penalized the least in the nation last year. So I don't know where this idea that Alabama's getting help. And I've heard the argument that say, well, it's about the timing of the calls. Even that doesn't bear out because every team in the nation is going to get some calls that are missed. So unless you can quantify that Alabama gets more questionable calls than everybody else, then you're making an erroneous claim. But needless to say, let's go on to these plays that I saw. You can look at my previous video with the LSU game with all the holding their offensive lineman did on Alabama for even just a little bit of proof about this. But even if you don't want to do that, let's just take a look into this video. So if that does not convince you, let's take a look at the two plays from that same drive where that phantom block and the back call was from, and I'll show you something. So the 3-minute 10-second mark of the second quarter, the left tackle holds Isaiah Buggs on this run play. He has impeded Isaiah Buggs, that is, from running to the play. You can see him being pulled back as he goes by the left tackle, number 55. He was holding onto Isaiah Buggs' arm. Remember, left tackle, number 55. Already on this play, he's holding, and that wasn't called, and they got a big run play out of that. Now, let's go to this play, the phantom blocking and back call. If you stayed this far into the video, you will see what I was talking about. 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Phantom blocking and back call. So, Mississippi State, Nick Fitzgerald, shotgun, running back set to the left of Nick Fitzgerald. They're doing a bench concept with two wide receivers close to both sides of the line of scrimmage. The running back runs out into the flat and he is unaccounted for, so that's a bust in the defense. Fitzpatrick dumps the ball off to running back number 8. And he does his work and gets the touchdown. Cool. That's a nice play, nice concept, nice confusing the defense. Referee throws a flag on Mississippi State wide receiver number 2, who ran with defensive back number 5, which is Alabama's Shaheem Carter. He tried to block him, but he realized that he couldn't block him, so he pulled up to stop. But if you notice, his left foot goes out in front a bit, and Shaheem Carter gets tripped, falling forward. Now, I don't believe that wide receiver number 2 did this on purpose. It looked like it was a mistake. It looked like he was trying to steady himself, and Shaheem Carter tripped on the foot, and he fell forward. Wide receiver number 2 knows that this looks weird, so he throws up his hands because he wanted to make himself not look guilty. Unfortunately, that always makes you look guilty, so you shouldn't throw up your hands. The ref only sees defensive back number 5, Shaheem Carter, fly forward, so he assumed that it was a block in the back. Unfortunately, he was wrong. It ends up being a bad call. That's not cheating for Alabama. That's just a bad call. Now, that's not even the part that I wanted to bring your attention to. Here we go. With all that said, let's rewind this play a little bit. So before Fitzpatrick threw this pass, I'm saying Fitzpatrick, but it's actually Fitzgerald. I'm thinking about Minka Fitzpatrick, but Fitzgerald threw this pass. Watch the left tackle, number 55, the person I told you about, against LeBrian Ray, who's Alabama's right end on this play. LeBron Ray, who's number 89, engages with two hands, notices the pass play, and then he disengages from the left tackle, number 55, with great technique. Look at him rip up with the left arm as he bends the corner to remove left tackle number 55's left arm from the block. He is now past number 55, but look at number 55 remain attached to LeBron Ray's left arm. 55 is holding on to LeBron Ray as he is past him. That is holding. Why was that not called? Remember I told you Alabama's opponents are the least penalized, or some of the least penalized in the nation. This play should have been reversed, phantom block in the back call or not. Mississippi State actually got off easy by not losing 10 yards on this play. So before they would have lost 10 yards and they've been further away from the end zone. This play they just lost it down. They still had the same distance. So it's kind of ridiculous to say that they were cheated when actually two plays on this same drive that would have gone in Alabama's favor were not called. So my question is, what do you have to say to that?